Hey there, guys. So, this week we were supposed to speak on 3 myths this week. And we have to speak on myth 7, myth 8, and myth 9. So, with that, um, the first one we're going to talk about that I'm going to talk about here is myth 7, which is some languages are harder than others. Now, this hits close to home for me because I took Russian for 2 years when I was in high school. And the only two words that I got from Russian is the same word, which is the formal and informal way of saying hi in Russian. Um, so it's "Здравствуйте" is hi formally, and "Привет" is hi in like informally. Like if you're saying it to your homies, it's like "Привет," right? So like trying when I was learning how to speak that language, it was immensely difficult. And the way that this worked, and like the way that the book like differentiated like why it was so difficult, I think summed it up pretty well, which was grammar, vocabulary, and rules of usage, which it could be applied to English as well. Um, you wouldn't say hey what's up to your like to someone formally, but you would say hey how are you doing, like grammar and grammar is another prospect of it. I remember when I would write, it's the same thing with English. When we would write, let's say, and try to input like semicolons or commas and periods and all that. Like punctuation varies when it comes to different nouns and verb phrases and all of that type of stuff. Um, so, but what the book said was the most important prospect of it and the most point of usage when it comes to like not point of usage but the point of difficulty when it comes to trying to learn a language is its vocabulary, which I thought that was actually very interesting because I mean that's essentially what language is. It's just bundled up um, usage. It's this bundled up usage of vocabulary that we put into sentences, and that's essentially like all language is. And I thought that was a very interesting prospect and all. And considering what has been said before, the myth that some languages are harder than others is not merely a myth. In a fairly complicated way, and in certain respects, some languages are harder than others, which I can see that happening. I mean, English is bad because we have so many words that should sound somewhat similar, like booty call and butt dial. I remember that was one of the phrases that I was uh, said. Like if you were foreign, or if you're foreign to the language and you hear those two words, they should sound similar and have the same meaning, but they do not. But yeah, so that's myth 7.